Welcome back and thanks for joining us again. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody that so far has subscribed, liked and shared my videos and shared some kind words of support. So for those of you who saw the last video, you'd have noticed at the end I said that I was going to go and pick up a plough, hopefully this week. Haven't quite got there yet. We haven't had a suitable time to suit both sides yet to go and collect it. So instead what we've done is we've gone and found ourselves a 7-tine cultivator and we're rebuilding that. And in the spare time that I've had from doing that, I've also managed to get my TEA20 running. So let's go and have a look. Right, so here she is running, my TEA20. Only just started it, so it's running on petrol. So I wired my tractor back up the other day and fitted the new start motor, which I'm not overly impressed with having this one. I'd rather the original style, but they were out of stock at the time of ordering. So I fitted a new wiring harness, I've fitted the battery, the oil pressure pipe. I've got a slight leak here with the steering box, but that's more to do with the gasket. What I've actually done is, instead of replacing the seals, I've just drained out the steering box of oil as much as I could and filled it up with grease. Eventually that'll run dry, so that's not too concerning for me at the moment. So yes, I did that. I got it running, put the radiator back on, and my god, doesn't she sound good with the underslung exhaust. It's going to be quite loud in my cab, but I think for the sound it makes, I could probably just about deal with it. I'm quite looking forward to getting on a road run with it, so I can mix up some TVO and get it running on that. So who doesn't love the smell of TVO? I think even the dog approves. Right, so onto the cultivator. I got this in exchange for a favour with a friend, just locally. When I bought it, it was just a frame. All the legs were separate. They'd all already been cut off, so I've had to order some new nuts and bolts, which is a slight shame really, because I mean, it would be a nice one to leave in an original sort of condition, but the nuts and bolts are going to spoil it. So we'll get it together anyway. We'll see if we can mix up some kind of solution to make the nuts and bolts go rusty. We have already so far had a bit of a battle. I believe it was being used on an allotment, and they caught a tree root and basically just snapped the bar. Now this bar did originally go here where this one is, but luckily, of all things, I did actually have a bar for the A-frame in stock. So we've managed to get all them free and fit that on there. As I say, I'm just waiting for some nuts and bolts now just to tighten everything together. And then we'll have to see about purchasing a new badge for it, which I've already got that underway with Chris Astle at Vintage Brass Plates. Now Chris told me on the phone that there are 2 different style of badges for the timed cultivators, but he can tell just by the measurement of the badge, and luckily, although we haven't got the badge, we've still got the rivet, so I can actually measure the size of where the badge should be, send that over to him, and what he'll do in return is then send me a badge that we can fit to it. But unfortunately it won't have its own number, but it'll be a nice thing for show anyway. So the points on this cultivator aren't original, as you can see. They are a sort of a duck foot pattern, but they're all fairly good for wear really. So what we'll do is we'll get it all assembled and then we'll just see how it looks from there. I know you can get some points. I am trying to get some just to put on the shelf just in case we do need them. But say, other than the middle tine, I think they're all pretty good for wear, and it'd be a shame really just to throw them out. Okay, so being a bit later in the afternoon on a Saturday, I'm unable to reach my suppliers for some fasteners. So what I'll do is I'll make this into a part 1 and then do a part 2 Monday or Tuesday when I get the fittings, And in that time, I will leave it with you guys to decide whether we go the full hog on this cultivator and get it all painted up into Ferguson grey, or whether we leave it original. So again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.